Hey, Facebook didn't play.
Didn't play, huh? Still didn't play.
No, so I wasn't able to share it out to anybody yet. I'm gonna throw the YouTube up right quick, but until that gets fixed, I
Alrighty.
had a feeling that because there was something weird about that date thing.
Yep. It's always something here on the Weird Wednesday. She's going to change the name to Impossible Wednesday.
Right
All right.
now,
Good God Almighty.
I'm gonna say, wait, let me go into our page right quick. Welcome back, everybody, though. We missed you guys.
Do anything with Facebook again here. Let's see. Edit. Let me try it again. I've tried to edit this thing like 10 times today and it just does not want to go. So let's try it again. Right? Why not? Somebody else want to do this show that actually knows how to do it? Because I think I'm just retarded nowadays. A few moments later. Yeah, no, I can't find the freaking banner.
Let me mute this a second. Hold on.
What the hell? Let's just throw up this one. Why not, right? Doesn't matter. Replace, save. It says we're streaming on. Hmm, YouTube on Facebook. Let's see. Let me check and see. Nope, still not on there. Okay, so no Weird Wednesday. I can't hear you at all.
I was muted.
Okay.
It was probably for the best at that moment.
All right. Let me try this one more time. Weird Wednesday. On Facebook.
So, how's everybody been over the past couple of weeks? Lots of crazy different things happening in different parts of the country and world. Facebook don't play. I'm glad to see you, Linda. Wait, what did I do? What did I do?
What did I do? Blimey. Why does nothing work?
Oh, I did it twice. So I have to go back and switch back to our other account. Oh no, that's right. I'm so confused now.
Okay. Let's delete it off Facebook. Since it doesn't play. So let's try to load it again one more effing time.
One more time.
View on Facebook. This content isn't available right now.
Oh, yeah, it just disappeared in front of my very eyes.
Okay, let's wait for a minute to let it update. Because, God knows, got to wait for it to update.
Please wait while we finish processing. We'll let you know when we're finished processing your video, even though we never do. You just one day all of a sudden see it's there.
Yeah, it says it's streaming on Facebook.
Oh, I don't see it at the top of our restream, do you?
Yeah. No, wait a minute.
But wait, let me see what's happening in here.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. Oh, yeah, I see live.
Is it up?
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
I believe so. I believe so.
View on Facebook. Hey, it's up. Again, that's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be back.
You're leaning away from your mic.
Oh, jeez. Is that better? I gotta knob gobble this mic to make it work. Okay. All right. Let me get rid of this Facebook. Let me get rid of this screen.
So we weren't going to go on last week because Rob had no electricity. He had thunderstorms and all this stuff. And then he had put the links up, but I didn't know it because Facebook was lagging that day. I canceled it. We ended up just saying, well, I guess we'll just save it for next week. Because he got his power back finally, like an hour and a half before.
Yep.
And you've got some pretty interesting, again, dry lightning and thunder tonight. I don't know if you answered. Is it normal for it to look like it's coming up out of the ground like that?
No.
Hey, Deborah.
Yeah, very weird. I don't know.
How it was like forking upwards, like it was coming out of the ground.
That first one I sent you, Sam had sent me. That was in her yard. And
the one when it was coming out of the ground.
Yeah, it was like
Shoot!
Reverse lightning. She's got weird stuff going on.
See, that's what I mean. It's reverse. Like I thought, I have never seen the fork go up out of the ground that way like that before.
Yeah, really weird.
I mean, it zigzags. It goes weird directions, but that was straight forking up.
Yeah. Very strange.
Very strange. Anybody else having strange, unusual weather?
Wow. There's a boat registration, brand new, from
21.
2021. Guess I can throw that in the trash.
Oh, that's when the lakes were closed, huh?
I don't know what that's from. I just found it on my desk while I'm still looking for this dongle for my microphone.
Or were you registering like something in case like there was a flood?
I have no idea.
All right. I don't know if people got the links or not. I did the best I could.
That's all we can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mishap Wednesday. All right, my phone's listening to me, recording everything I'm saying right now. Why? I don't know. Why not? Right? Hey Siri, quit being a spy and little deceitful
Twat burger.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm everything I have, every electronic device I have is giving me hell this week. Like literally, like my
Like
phone
it
won't.
just does not want to work. It does not want to load. It does not want to do shit.
Yeah, my phone. Every time I turn around, it's dead. I plug it in. It's plugged in all night, charging. I make sure it's charging before I go to
Is it
bed.
charging hella fast?
No, it won't charge at all. I wake up in the morning and it's like 20%, which
Well,
means
mine is too. It's sucking through 4 lights on these little batteries I use hella fast. It's been warm, and I looked it up. And they're like, "Oh, the updates on your phone is because AI is making your phones run hot, yada yada." And there's supposed to be something to turn off. I don't know, but yeah, I can't keep the stuff charged no more.
yeah, I just plugged my phone in because it was down to like 8%. So I had to plug it in, but I couldn't keep it plugged in because my wireless mouse pad was dead. So I had to unplug my phone to plug that in. And yeah, I've been trying to sign up for DoorDash for the last couple of days so I can make a little money door dashing. I'll probably just end up getting pissed off. But DoorDash won't verify me. I've
Why?
sent my driver's license. It's done.
Even though you were a driver before
Well, I was a
for
Lyft
uh
driver, Uber
yeah,
driver, all that. Yeah, all that. I still have accounts for all that. I could do that if I want, but
and you
I don't want to drive.
did strikes against you.
No, I don't want to drive people because my car's kind of ratty and dented up. So I figured, well, I'll just DoorDash. I can do that on my
Mhm.
e-bike or in the car, and that won't verify me. I've done the full face scan, left, right, up, down.
That
What's
shit's
that?
weird. I was saying get tips a tip,
Yeah, it's yeah. Most people
but that's
don't.
weird with the having to get all your like face like your whole facial scan and
I know.
stuff.
You want my underwear size and shirt size?
All you need is an ID proving who you are. So like when they come up to the house, you know, like the person coming there is like an actual delivery person
Yeah.
to match whatever's on the app.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I went this morning. I bought some that epoxy garage floor paint stuff. Um, I can't think of the name of it, but
Oh my
it's
gosh. My mom and dad had done the floor like that a long time ago. And it's like beautiful floor.
yeah. Well, I want to do the back porch and maybe the front porch, and so I found a brand new kit of it on the old good old marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, which I browse every day looking for deals. Well, I found a deal on it, $60. It's normally like 180 for the kit. So, $60, and I always look up the person who I'm buying it from to make sure it's sort of legit. So I look it up, and it's this girl, Victoria, like with a V and a K and whatever, Breshnikov or something. And I'm like, okay, so I look at her picture. It's real pretty young girl, like model looking girl. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. She's selling this floor paint, whatever. Maybe they just moved in somewhere. And
Had left over.
I drive there. It's about 30 miles away from where I live. I drive up there, real fancy house and everything.
So
And I'm
you
like,
would buy this paint.
yeah. I told Darcy last night, I'm like, yeah, I'll probably go there and wake up in a bathtub full of ice water, like missing a kidney or something. And
Mm-hmm.
so I go up and I knock.
In the
Well,
back of a weird like Volkswagen.
yeah. At first, I pulled down. It's like a cul-de-sac, and there's a Tesla Cybertruck there, and there's this guy like bent over in it, and he sticks his head up and he waves at me, and he's like telling me to come over. So I'm like, oh well, okay. I already passed the house where I thought I was going, but maybe they're having like a little community garage sale,
Something going on, yeah.
garage door open and everything. So I pull over there, and I'm like, hey, are you the person with the floor paint? And he's like, what? And I said, the person with the floor paint on Marketplace. He's like, what? I'm like, obviously not you. Sorry. I don't know why he called me over there. Weird. Anyway, got back in the car and I drove up like another house up. I pulled in, real fancy
I'm
house.
glad you didn't get robbed, man.
Yeah, real fancy house, nice
That's
cars.
how you get robbed.
There's a Tesla Cybertruck in their driveway.
Or they try to sell their neighbor shit.
There's a Tesla Cybertruck in front of the Tesla Cybertruck that's on the side of the road. I'm like, what the hell? I'm looking around. There were 7 Teslas all in this cul-de-sac. 5 of which were Cybertrucks. One of them was a Cybertruck. It was an air conditioning business that they're using a Cybertruck for. Anyway, I go up and I knock on the door. I'm expecting this, pretty young, whatever Russian or whatever girl to answer the door. And this little dog comes running up. I hear it yip, yip, yipping. And the door opens and there's this guy standing there and he's tiny, tiny, tiny little shorts, no shirt on,
Rob.
aged. And I'm like, are you the guy with the floor paint I'm picking up? Oh, yes, let me go get. I'm like, oh, geez. What
This
happened?
only happens to you.
I know. Anyways, he went and got it, came back and handed it to me. I'm like, $60, right? Yes, whatever you discussed.
Did you ask what happened to the girl?
Nope. I grabbed my paint and I fucking got in the car and left before they could steal my spleen or something.
Was it good paint though?
That's brand new. Yeah, it's still in the box.
Good.
All sealed up.
Did you
I
know if
haven't
you
opened
add
complete.
like sand to it, you get that no slip grit?
Yeah, it comes with all that. Comes
Oh
with the
yeah?
chips. Comes with everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was like cleaning in the garage the other day. I was using dish soap because there's some like throw up spots, stuff like that got kind of baked on in the sun. And like I couldn't scrape it and whatever. I'm like, well, I'm just going to squirt some soap on it. If that can eat away at the grease in the pipes is all that they say. It should be able to disintegrate some dried on yak. So I'm, drizzling around the spots, and the next day I go out and I take the big broom and I'm scrubbing, 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 hose it all this, it dries. It's all clean, looks good. But in spots, it looks like crime scene, like luminol, but it's like white. Spots everywhere. But when you like wet it, you can still see like the ground. Um, I didn't understand because I'm like, it didn't eat it. And then my mom goes, no, what happens is this floor is like 12, I can't remember how many years old. She said that soap just ate all the dirt so much that that's the original color of the floor.
Jeez.
So yeah, I cleaned it so good that it now looks dirty.
Uh, yeah, I put that epoxy floor covering stuff in my garage when we first moved in here. Haven't really seen the floor in the garage since then. Spots of
No.
it,
But
but
it's so nice. Like when you have bikes in there, you're like doing work. I just love it. You can
yeah,
just spray it out.
yeah. I just like had the lawnmower in there, and it leaked oil on the floor and stuff. And you can just scrub it, clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gonna do the back porch like that. We were gonna get the back porch all enclosed, and we were getting a fence, and we were gonna get a home equity loan, but they said first they said yeah, and then they said no.
What was the no for?
They said we have a lien on our house that we have no idea what it is.
Uh-oh.
So we got to figure it out. They said we have a loan, and
Okay, so you have to make sure, of course, that that's not like identity theft.
yeah, I mean, because they said we borrowed $29,000. I think we would know if we had borrowed 29 grand from
When
somewhere
did you find this out?
just a couple days ago.
Yeah.
We got to figure out where it is, where it came from, what it is, who it is. Maybe not us. Hopefully not us. If it was us, I don't know what the hell we used 30 grand for because we didn't.
Like, that'd be going to hospital bills and crap if you. Well, no, because you still don't owe them that.
So who knows?
Man.
If anybody knows a good deal on fencing, yeah, let me know. Might be doing it myself, which I'm not looking forward to, but
On what?
on fencing or fencing materials. Anyways, did y'all see the news about a new serial killer? No, I did not. All I've seen in the news lately is that Frank Beard from ZZ Top died the other day, and what's her name, Hayden Panettiere, died, and now they're saying the latest one just popped up and said it's now considered an open investigation as we're scouring. No, I said we're combing through video surveillance of her house where she was found.
I was trying to say, many of these different things can be true, but there's just so many factors in it, and
Yeah,
they're
the
making
latest,
such a big deal about it.
the latest rumor is. Did you see the interview with her? Recent interview
Yeah.
where she was talking about being on the boat and some famous girl took her down and put her in bed with a famous naked guy that was 30 something years old. She freaked out.
Um, and are you familiar with, Adriana Grande's video where she ended up, it's like called like something about being perfect or not perfect. And you
Yeah.
remember pulling the Britney when she freaked out, shaved her head, went crazy because it's like everybody was up her ass, all the time. Um, I blamed the media. I blamed everybody for like just leaving her the hell alone.
Yeah.
Well, the end, and you see Adriana, or however you say her name, is suffering. She's been suffering a long time with some sort of mental problem, and uh, now she's obviously very anorexic. And her video, it's about trying to like be perfect and be what the executives want, and they still stamp her as like not perfect. So she's getting madder and madder to at the end she's taking a chainsaw, and instead of shaving her head, she's decapitating executives, cutting fingers off. She's got blood all over her. She straight snapped. So that's, and then everybody's talking about, oh, the religious or like satanic things to this and that, which it's like, yeah, it goes along with all the weird blood shit in Hollywood right now, but it's also like these cries from like Hollywood people that have like had it.
But if Brittany picks up a steak or a butter knife and dances with it, Brittany's going crazy.
Yeah.
She's scaring everyone. She's got a knife. But
Yeah.
and what about what's his name? The Perez guy.
Perez Hilton. He is the one talking about her as he's high.
I don't know. It was weird. I saw that interview with Hayden Panettiere, whatever her name is, and she was talking about being put in bed with this naked famous guy, who the rumor has that it's James Blunt, the singer, but it's just weird that that interview comes out and like a few days later she's supposedly dead and gone.
Yeah.
And if you go look at James Blunt's new video, newest his newest video, Tastes Like Summer. That's freaking weird, dude. He like
Really?
he's like, yeah, like kidnaps this person, has them in a boat with a hood over their head, and he's dancing with them and doing all kinds of stuff. And at the end, he's like eating them.
See, they're doing these things right in front of our faces now. They don't even care.
It's weird. It's really weird. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go watch it just because, because the morbid,
Curiosity.
yeah, the morbid curiosity in me wants to know.
Wow.
I watched it and I was like, okay, that's pretty freaking weird.
Wow.
In the comments, like the comments did not fail me. They were
I
like,
bet the comments did not disappoint.
yeah, everybody was like, see, they're doing it right in front of our faces. They don't even hide it anymore. I'm like, nope.
They never really have either. It's just more and more. Um, what they used to try to hide more were their raunchy acts. Like, we all knew the CIA was dirty and the FBI. We knew that they went out and saw brothels and whores, and these guys were out doing shady things, but it always was like under wraps and they like cleared it up. Now it's just like, yeah, so what? What are you going to do about it?
Exactly. This is
Yeah,
how
we're corrupt. What are you going to do about it? Like North Korea, what are you going to do about it? Nothing, they think.
yeah, pretty weird. Pretty weird.
So, who's this new serial killer, Craig?
Yeah, I haven't heard that one
What
yet.
state? How many bodies? Do they know who it is?
Serial killer of all time and appears to be generational. The guy's father was a product of South.
Debbie. Hmm?
Where at? Here in the States? Could it be in?
He could be one of those freaks buying the rake at 2:30 in the morning next to at Walmart. The shovel.
Keys. I better put those somewhere where I know where they're at because I'll be looking for them tomorrow. What?
What's that? You're gonna answer?
My keys. My
Hmm.
shoes. Glasses.
I always put my keys next to something. No, what I do is like put my keys next to something I don't want to forget, like my purse or something like that. Because I know if I can't get in my car, it's like, wait, where's my keys? And then there's the thing.
I got a nice little rack that I made with hooks on it to put all my keys on right inside the door. You think I would remember to put my keys there, but no, because I'm retarded, I don't. Therefore, I'm always looking for them. And
What
Darcy's
do you
always,
do? End up leaving them in like random pockets and on tabletops and stuff?
yeah, just random places here and
That's not good, Rob.
there. Darcy's always like, you got to learn to put things back where they're supposed to be. I'm like, you think after all these years, I would know that. But obviously, I'm stupid
But
and I
after
don't.
all these years, you're not going to change your ways.
I know.
After so long, it's like you just accept the way it is
I
because
guess.
people are set in their ways and they're really not going to change. Except maybe. We missed you too.
Now I'm looking for the dongle still, and I can't find it.
When you say dongle, I picture the little thingy in the back of my throat.
When I say dongle, I think of something going. Zzz.
Oh shoot, yeah. Or isn't the dongle the thing on that you hold for a camera that like spins it around, like weights it?
Hmm.
It's like that handheld thingy for
Handheld.
cameras.
The wrong dongle.
What's the other word for that handle that you like hold the camera on? That
That's a
stick.
gimbal.
Gimbal, yeah. And what was I saying?
Dongle.
Oh, well.
Gotta patch it, but I don't have a dongle. Where it is. Guess I'll stop looking for it and then I'll find it when I'm least needing it.
Oh, well, that's good. I've been using this big Halloween cup, skull cup I got at the dollar store, and these are all uh, remote controls for my lighting and stuff like that. They fit
Yeah,
in here pretty well.
I bought these little baskets, to put on the counter to put like my wallet, my keys, my pocket knife, all that in. Yeah, that shit all went out the door too. Now it's just got a bunch of crap in it, and I still look for my wallet, my keys, my knife. I look for everything because I never
You
forget.
need one of those little concierge things like by your nightstand. Jeff had one. Um, I
Is
think
what I
Brian had one too, and it's like a man's box, or women can use it, but it's got the spots on the top for your wallet, your keys, and a tray down here. It even has chargers, like ports that you can put like underneath it, so you can charge like your devices through it.
what I need is a brain.
But you'd have to use it.
Um,
Make copies of your keys. Keep like a key ring.
yeah, I found some keys that I lost like I don't know, probably 2 years ago.
Dong, da dong, dong, dong. That's a thong song.
Found those the other day.
Is there Rihanna?
What's up?
What's that? Look how long this hair is right now.
Can't see it.
Wait,
Stop.
I don't even know. Is it too dark?
I almost took the buzzers to my hair today and just shaved it all off.
Here we go. Wait, no, there's a weird light. Can you see it now?
Yeah, it's quite
Very, very long. And I cut um 6 inches off of it the other day. Like a week or two ago.
yeah. Darcy cut her hair. I cut her hair the other day. Cut like I don't know, good probably 8 inches or so off. She
I
donated it. We sent it off to Luxembourg.
Oh, how much did she shave?
She cut 14 inches off it. It's
Wow.
still pretty long.
That's what I should do then, is just keep letting it go the extra length that I would want to cut off, and that'd be like pretty much enough to give them and then still keep what I want.
Yeah, yeah. I think they
With
want
the
like
healthy
10 inches.
parts.
I think they want 10 inches. Gave them some extra. You know.
I have to color it though. I still remember I said, oh, I don't want to turn 49 with the gray hair in May. Well, it's August, and I still have the box of color under the bathroom sink. But my back has been so bad. I could really use like some help.
Yeah, I shaved my beard off the other day, and got rid of the. I got too many compliments in one day. What are you, Santa Claus? Because my beard was solid white. I'm like, all right, I'll fix this
Seriously? Wait, let me see right now. Why isn't it white now?
because I dyed it black.
Oh, I see.
My hair is still all natural.
It
It's
looks good though. It doesn't look like it's dyed. All of a
yeah,
sudden, I thought, like, what? Like, you have the dark still underneath, and just the outside, the more it grows, the more light it
yeah.
gets.
When it starts growing, like you can see it right there, it's already the white hairs are coming back already. Only takes a day or two. But yeah, it was just solid white. I surpassed gray and just went to straight North Pole Santa Claus beard.
Yeah, there's some seeds good for it. I don't even care anymore.
Well,
So let's see what's we got. What's we got?
speaking of
I
all,
left the gross ones, and I tried to just keep with some weird kind of paranormally, that type of thing.
I got this one to start things off.
Oh,
A man. Now imagine going to the hospital.
our
You know,
pictures
you're
aren't
always
there.
you're always kind of shaky about going to the hospital. With potential bad news looming on you. Well, imagine this: a man dressed as a Grim Reaper was apprehended by police recently after making a nuisance of himself at a hospital. If you happen to be ill enough to require hospital treatment, the last thing you want to see is a cloaked form of the Grim Reaper hovering over the entrance on the roof, watching your
Oh
head.
my god.
This was the bizarre scenario that met patients at Yitzpity Glen Cloud. Why even spell words like that? Hospital in Devonshire, North Wales, at the weekend when a man wearing a long black robe, wielding a bladed weapon, scaled the building and stood above the main entrance, staring at patients. Unsurprisingly, unsurprisingly, it wasn't long before police officers arrived on the scene to arrest him. The prankster appeared in the front of the magistrates of Lalandru, whatever that word is. Ultimately, he pleaded guilty to causing a nuisance and was ordered to pay a fine. The health board has previously stated it was a zero. They have a zero tolerance approach to abuse, aggression, or nuisance within its hospital sites. The health board has,
Oh, it was a hospital.
as things stand, the purpose of the stunt still remains a total mystery. Yeah, like when I went to the hospital with a heart attack, you pull up and you look up and there's a Grim Reaper standing on the roof. It'd be like,
Well, see, I've actually asked friends, like, okay, if I have a service when I'm gone, I want someone to stand in the corner dressed like the Grim Reaper. And just once in a while, just look up and just point randomly at somebody for fun.
and have your casket,
Maybe hold like an EMF detector, some, I don't know.
have the casket there with the music playing that
Yeah,
music.
with a ghost box. A ghost box phone at the dead.
Pop goes the weasel.
Oh, shoot.
You notice in the very beginning of the intro, wherever it went now.
Our little pictures disappeared again.
Oh, jeez. The very
And
beginning
then,
of the intro with the clock spinning around.
yeah,
That was real.
I
That's
remember that. That was when you were thinking you were having a fever thing, but you weren't.
Yeah, that was in my hospital room. I looked over and the freaking clock is just like the hands on the dial were just spinning. And I had my phone in my hand and I'm like, am I in the twilight zone? What's happening? And I videoed it. And I'm like, yeah, that shit was real. That really happened. Yeah, I mentioned it to some of the staff that came in, and they were like, "What? What are you talking about? Like, no, it happened. I have it on video. He got pictures. It didn't happen. Well, dude, I got pictures and video.
Pictures or it didn't happen. The big animals, listen. They sound like dogs. They want to jump through my big window.
Okay.
It's open. The cat's here. Last night I'm all, "Ruh, ruh," and I could hear it start to like run up the fence. But they're like, it's not raccoons. I don't know if it's like fox. I don't know if it's coyotes.
Coyote.
Last night it was so loud. The tree goes like all the way to my window, and I've got it all the way open. There's like rips in the screen. My cat keeps like, "Stop it, Moose!" Running up there to see what's going on. I'm like picturing this beast jumping over me in my sleep, like running in to snatch one of my cats. Because these fox and stuff, after the fires, like live on our roofs and our awnings and such. Yeah, it's like coyotes or a fox, most likely. Doubt it's a raccoon. Moose, get out of it.
Sharon.
You got quiet again.
Sharon.
There.
Skinwalker. Sharon. Why is it not Sharon? What? No.
Okay, so let me find it. This is one I was going to do last week and then saved it.
I'm trying to share it and it won't share. Click on it, click share, and it won't share. Or is it sharing?
I see at the bottom with me, like in a little thumbnail.
There.
All right, so there's the big one. But how do we get it like, yeah. Well, that's still all close enough, right?
There.
Yeah. Man finds 3 bodies inside Connecticut home bought at auction.
That's always fun.
Hmm?
That's always fun to find.
Why did this take me to the watery poltergeist? Hold up. Here. Horror as Connecticut home site unseen and made a discovery inside. I saw there's a funeral got caught because of the stench of like all these bodies, and I can't remember how many bodies were stacked up inside it. I just like saved it in my bookmark of stuff, but I didn't read it. If a deal seems too good to be true, perhaps it actually is. Edward bought a Connecticut home at a foreclosure auction in June, taking a real chance for the spread in affluent Burlington, as the nature of the sale stipulated that bidders could not inspect the interior. And when he entered for the first time, after placing a winning $525,000 bid for the $650,000 value home, he found 3 dead bodies, according to the Wall Street Journal. The horrific surprise even made its way to TV channel WBS WSB3. The skeletal remains for the two bodies that have been identified are those of Sally Ann Cash, who would have turned 54 on Monday, and her son Brian, who would have turned 23 this month. The third body remains under DNA testing for identification. Cash bought the Cape Cod-style residence in 2019 with her husband Paul. When was this article? July 21st. It isn't clear how they all died or how long they laid inside. Police said the deaths were isolated, that no crime was committed, and that there's no threat to the public. Texts also indicated no sign of carbon monoxide. I don't know if I'd want the house right after that, said Michael, who lives nearby. That said, dude has asked a court to delay the closing on the home until the police investigation is complete. Before the gruesome discovery, the home's auction lured in some 20 bidders, all of whom inspected the house to the best of their ability, only from the exterior. In general, under foreclosure proceedings, residents are legally allowed to remain in their homes and aren't required to let others inside before the public auctions. After 6 months, he was declared the winner of the auction and even paid a deposit of $82,000 to call the property his own. And I don't think I had the other picture of his foreclosure sale. Breaking news, 3 bodies inside home, and per order of the Superior Court, and it gives just all the stats and everything on this home. 2 of the 3 bodies were identified. The house measures 28 square feet, stands on more than 2 acres. The journal notes it was worth at least twice the amount remaining on the mortgage. Why would anyone walk away from that? Christopher, the court-appointed lawyer who oversaw the auction, told the journal. But things had been strange for a bit. Court records show the couple stopped making mortgage payments about $3,000 per month in late 2024. That led their bank to file a foreclosure complaint in August 2025, to which the Cashes never responded. Thorgmarton believed they had abandoned the property, but shortly after the auction, signs mysteriously appeared on the lawn saying "Keep Out" and "Owner Occupied." Matt Turner, a Burlington resident, told the outlet he still can't believe no one checked out the home before the sale. It seemed like the type of thing where somebody would go in the house and at least make sure there's no dead bodies inside.
Yeah, maybe.
So, yeah. They're supposed to, now disclose certain deaths and stuff. Did they just not even know there was... And some of these real estate dealings now are, really weird, where I'm seeing people trying to get these houses where they really aren't seeing the inside until certain things are accepted, and they're going through all these different people, and it's sketchy as hell.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with none of it. Big surprise, right?
Yeah.
No, Jamie doesn't want to deal with part of Rob does do all the fun stuff, dang it. Well, not dang it, it makes me happy for him. It's more dang it, I wish we were close by, because I would love to go on some of these bike adventures with him and Dee. And
Yeah, I'm gonna
Magnet
go.
Fishing Adventures and all the other adventures, and take them on adventures out here.
Yeah, one of these days. I'm echoing. Echo, 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 echo. Wah, 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 wah. I'm gonna go on this bike ride place to a place that I haven't been. There's like it's like since I started riding the bike more, I've discovered all these places like within 10 or 20 miles of me that I never even knew existed.
That's
So
awesome.
gonna go on this. Gonna go check out this boardwalk that goes through like the marshlands and stuff. And I don't know, it's not real long, but it's a couple of miles long, and
I
looks pretty
love
cool.
it.
Yeah,
Is it something that if you slip in, you fall into some like alligator type
yeah,
body of
probably.
water?
Yeah, nah, it's not too bad. But I mean, it's Florida, so there's gators everywhere.
Oh, is that too?
I mean, that girl that got attacked by the gator here and killed, it sucks. But if you live in Florida, you gotta like know of these things, you know?
That's what I was telling my mom. I'm like, people carry like dog treats in their trunks and stuff just to like throw out to get them from under the cars at the grocery store.
Yeah, I mean, I've lived here my whole life, and there's plenty of places. Oh man, that looks like a good swimming hole, and it also looks like a good home for an alligator too. So I'm probably not going to go swimming in there. And I'm always like anywhere I take my dog,
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, man,
That's a big one.
it's like a snack for a gator.
Oh my God. And they snap so fast on the edges. It's scary.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
That's something I wouldn't be able to handle. I couldn't handle that. I'd want to stick my head right in the alligator's mouth right after.
yeah. Like I have some cousins over in the Orlando area, and they lived in this housing complex, and it had a pond, a retention pond, whatever you want to call it, had a pond there. And they let the dog out, and the dog was out running around. And next thing you know, whack! And they had no dog. And the gator was +1.
Oh my God. That's even worse. See, I mean, like if I had my dog on a leash and I'm walking, the dog like runs out to the edge of the water because the leash went out too far. It's like before I could pull it back, it gets snapped up. I would feel like complete
Yeah,
shit.
it's a Florida reality here.
Yeah, it is.
And like I mean, sucks that
And we have our stuff out here. I mean, shit, stuff gets washed away under the riptides, and
yeah,
people put their animals on the surfboards. They put them on the frickin' ultralight planes and all these human type things, skydiving dogs and stuff. I'm not kind of
yeah,
cool with that. I don't care if they think the dog loves it or not either. The dog's not signing up.
yeah.
So, like,
I didn't,
it's
uh,
trusting you.
didn't sign up for this ride. No.
Yeah, it's trusting you like a sheep herder that you're not putting it in harm's way.
Jane, get me off this crazy thing. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna start making shorts, with my dog, with Mister Leo, but God, man, he's the weirdest freaking dog I've ever had. He's just now, like, he's just now in the last couple of days, like, wagged his tail at me.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's a start. Although today, I opened the door. It's getting ready to. I had to go get some gas for the lawnmower and the pressure washer and everything else that takes gas around here. And opened the door, and he let him out to go get in the car. And my next door neighbor has this crazy dog. He had him out there. He's on a leash, but he was like, "Roar, roar, roar." And of course, Leo like flipped out because he's scared of everything. He goes,
Yeah.
"Arr, arr," like running off. Took me 10 minutes to get him,
Mark, mark, mark,
coax
mark,
him,
mark.
coax him back into the car. And
Poor
then
baby.
went to go pick Darcy up from work tonight, and I opened the door, and he was like, "I ain't going out there. You already set me up to be killed. I ain't trusting you." Like, lost that trust. He finally went out and was like, took me like 10 minutes to get him in the car. He walked down the driveway and he was all looking where that dog came from, all scared. Strange little dog, man. I
But
figured
in
that.
the end, did he acknowledge the fact that you did indeed like protect him from something?
I think so, maybe. I don't know.
You said he like when he shook his tail, the base of it did it shake real fast, like a
Just kind of a, it moved.
it moved. Well,
Moved.
that's a good
It,
sign
it
still.
wagged in a,
It's more than you had yesterday.
yeah, yeah, it's baby steps with us. He's the weirdest dog I've ever had.
Well,
But
we have to be precious or calm with him because there might be something special with this pup.
yeah, he's a strange one. He was sure enough ready to eat tonight. No, that's the other thing, man. That's the other thing that's just like totally weird.
It's a
Is
baby.
he's he likes to go to bed early,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't like to eat in the morning. You know, most dogs, like my other dogs, man, they'd wake me up like, "Hey, time for breakfast." Nope, not Leo. He'll sleep. He'll sleep till 10 o'clock if you let him. And
Maybe he's used to not getting his food until a certain time.
well, according to the lady, she was like, she fed him at like 6 in the morning and 4 in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
anybody can be saying that.
Yeah, but
I mean, I hate saying like I don't trust people, but I just always think of both sides.
yeah, yeah, he likes to sleep late. He doesn't like to eat in the morning, and he is the non-peeingest dog I've ever seen. He's just now got to where he'll like pee.
Is he drinking? How
Eh,
much?
Probably not enough. He's drinking more now.
What kind of a container is his water in?
We've changed it all around from different bowls. First, we had these bowls that were little
What is it
metal.
right now?
Well, right now, well, see, it's been changed because he had metal bowls that he didn't seem to like. So then we
Yeah,
changed to plastic bowls, and he didn't seem.
plastic is no good. That gives like acne and stuff on cats and dogs and bacteria.
So then we changed it to
Glass,
glass bowls.
copper, the silver bowls, like the stainless bowls, the copper bowls, and glass are like the best.
Yeah, we changed it to a glass bowl, and then he wound up going back. He eats dinner out of a glass bowl, like a ceramic bowl
Okay.
that he seems to like. He didn't like the deep ones. He likes the shallow ones.
Yeah.
And but now he's back
He's
to
a
drinking
little,
out of the metal bowl. So I don't know, man. He's a lot of work. He's cool though.
he's a baby.
And we took him took him to get his rabies shot the other day. It was $39. Yeah, well, it ended up costing 150. But
Why?
because
I mean, I believe it, but like, what did you get sucked in for?
well, we the lady that we got him from, she gave us, the heartworm medicine that he's been on, and we thought that there was a pill in there because it was the box. We didn't look. It was just the box. The day we were going to take him to get the rabies
As
shot.
what, a reference box?
Yeah, just to know what he was on. So yeah, we just took for granted. Oh, there's a pill in there. No, there wasn't. So we took him to get the rabies shot, which was $39, and we did it which was probably a bad idea. One of those pop up shot vet places. It was like in the parking lot at Advanced Auto Parts.
Oh, I was gonna say like PetSmart.
I'd have been better going there.
But who was doing it?
It's a place called Shot Vet, and they do them
Why
all.
didn't the lady who gave you the dog have the dog have its shots first?
Well, he had shots, but he was due for his rabies shot. But he's had all
Oh,
his other shots. But she told us ahead of time that he's due for a rabies, his year
okay.
rabies. So, anyways, we went to get it. It was $39, and then we said, "Hey, can we get while we're here? Can we go ahead and get this whatever heart guard, whatever heartworm medicine? Can we go ahead and give that? Oh yeah, we can get that, but he's got to have a heartworm test to get the medication."
Oh my gosh, this drives me crazy. He's
So
been getting it right.
yeah, he's been on heartworm medicine ever
So
since
what
he.
the hell? Why'd I gotta bring him back and pay a in like consultation $79 payment to have you go, you're Bert. Oh, and the lab and the collection and the hazard disposal fee and all this crap to say, yeah, here continue the medication.
Yeah, so we had to have the rabies shot. Then we had to have the heartworm test, which was $59, and then the pill, the 6 months of medication. So it ended up being $150, 150 something bucks. And we left, and I said, what about his rabies tag? Oh, you just go to the DMV because we're not registered in this county because we're a mobile, whatever. They're out of, I don't know, Lake Worth, Florida or something. Just go to your DMV office, and take them the paper that we're going to email you and show it to them, and they'll give you a tag. So we looked it up. I'm like, the DMV, they issue rabies tags? What? Called the DMV. No, they don't issue rabies tags. They're like, no, we do licensing and taxing. So ended up having to call the Shot Vet people back, which it was a miracle to get somebody, a living person, on the phone, and had to listen to 10 or 15 minutes of horrible hold music. So now they're mailing us his rabies tag, and medication's supposed to show up in the mail. Whether it does or not, we'll find out.
No comment. I'm not gonna bitch. I'm not gonna comment.
Should have just taken him to the frickin' vet's office and done it. We pulled up, and we saw the van there, and the people were there, and they had a table set up and a little tent, and I'm like, you want to just scratch this and leave? Just had that feeling, but no.
I bring one of my guys in. I had this month as a catch up month. And I bring him day in next month to see where he's at with his medicine, if he's in the right bracket. But it's like, shouldn't this be considered a follow up since um this all has to do with the same exact issue, and you guys keep asking me to come in to follow up to have his blood rerun and all that? No, one of the doctors does. He'll help me. Like if I tell him I have this to work with, he'll like cut like his consult fee down a little bit and change some of the tests around. But when you go in and it's like easily $600 to $800, it's scary.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't want to put like a price on their lives, and then it's like every month it's like $79 for their two medicines, and then you know 350 to 650 every couple months for their cats, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to
It's like
put a
paying
price.
rent for your animal.
Yeah, you don't want to put a price on them, but sometimes the reality, like I just had a friend that, their animal was sick. They took it in, and they're like, yeah, it's going to be, it's going to have surgery and might not, I mean, chances aren't good on the surgery. Well, how much is the surgery? Oh, it's going to be about 6 grand. And, you can just, you can pay for that now. It's like they just assume that you just have 6 grand in your bank account or your pocket,
And
but
that's the thing, like they were doing with
no.
Bootsy, like they were like, "Do you want to do this $10,000 like stitch thing that has a 30 to 40% chance of working,
Yeah.
and it's already failed 3 times the other way?" Like, well, I guess I have no choice now that she's suffering. I have to put my poor cat down because she can't walk around with her ass falling out.
Yeah, that's
You know, it's horrible, and they put her through so much so fast.
yeah.
But like the other ones, it's like okay, so you know, my mom, she spent a lot of money when her special cat ended up with this carnivorous mouth cancer from like tuna fish years back.
Mm.
And before she realized it, she ended up spending a lot of money to have him have all these treatments and stuff done. And then she realized, like, wow, it got to the point you like we're feeding tubes and stuff like that. And it's like, wow, we're doing this just for us. Like his quality of life is just gone, you know?
Yeah.
And so we've decided, you know, then for now on, like really just look at, evaluate their quality of life, where they're at, like what you really realistically can do. And like with like Day and stuff, the only thing is taking their medicine, you know, keeps extending their time, you know, longer. If I stop the medicine, they'll start winding down. So it's like, would you pay to keep your cat alive? You know, to have, yeah, I would, you know,
Yeah.
and he's older and stuff. So, you know, I'm choosing to do that, but it's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, our last two dogs, it's like God, we had a fortune in them, and it's part of having animals is, sometimes they're expensive. And yeah.
Because unless they are like honestly ready to go, like whether they're going to go in your arms like right now or you know they're not going to make it once you pull them out or whatever, and you just know you have, it's just time.
Yeah.
um
Yeah. I mean, like when we lost Dixie, I mean, I took her to the vet. I knew she was sick, but it was like I didn't know I was going to take her to the vet and she was going
or
to,
not bring her home.
yeah, she's going to die
That's
in my
how it was with Boot and Panda.
I seen a thing the other day that popped up on Facebook, and it's like what your animal thinks in its last moments of life, and it's like,
Oh, I saw that.
yeah, it's like okay, now I'm gonna be like leaking for the next hour.
I was with each one.
Sucks. It sucks. I mean, there could have been a lot worse ways for my dog to die. At least I was holding her. At least she knew she was safe. Even though she croaked in my arms, which I feel fucking horrible about. But at the same time, could have been a lot worse. She could have just went out. I could have found her dead in the yard or something.
Or like under something and you couldn't find her till you like,
Yeah.
you know, find her.
Yeah. Like when we lost Tiki, man, it was like, I mean, that dog was like a huge, huge part of both of us. And we took her to the vet, and I don't know. It was just a bad, we haven't been back to that vet since. And I don't necessarily know that, I can't blame them, but the guy was, I don't know, man. He was just kind of insensitive, and I suggest you just put her down right now. She's having a hard time breathing, and her heart's enlarged. Blah 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 blah.
Well, that's kind of how I feel about the one with Panda. That I told them not to put the what's it called, catheter in her, because she like her veins are collapsing. So it was like they were trying to get her blood from her, you know, art her 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 artery up here,
Yeah,
and I said she's so faint and she'll start to get nervous. Can we not do the catheter? Because I don't want her to get too scared, you know?
yeah,
All of a sudden they come in and they're like, we don't know what happened. We start to do the catheter and she opened her mouth and it's no good if she breathes through their mouth. That's like an emergency. And the cat's like, come in, come in. And she's on like a little air thing. Like I'll never forget the sound, which you can buy those for home, I found out. Um, anyways, it was so bad. And I was pulling her out because she was coming out for me. But then we realized that as soon as you took her off, she wasn't going to make it.
yeah,
And she was like struggling. So it was like I had to. And so I kind of blame them for that. Because I asked them not to do that.
yeah,
Maybe it would have happened anyway.
yeah, yeah. You never know. I mean, yeah. I mean, I left the vet, with Tiki, and it was like, shit, man. You feel guilty, because you just
Hey, Nate.
need to, let them kill your dog. It's like,
Hmm.
or whatever. It's like, shit, did I do the right thing? Uh, Still
And they
don't.
go, there's time you might have to make a hard decision. And it's like I look at them and I go, well, what would you do if it was your animal, you know?
Yeah,
And then I hear like what BS they go tell me. It's just hard altogether. We get these things that we love, like love. When you talk about yin yang, and you can't have one without the other, you can't have good without bad, because neither would exist. To have ultimate love, like you can't have ultimate pain without expressing ultimate love, I believe.
yeah,
Because I don't think anything hurts worse than the loss of something or someone you love.
yeah.
Anyway,
DoorDash just sent me an email. Hi there. Thanks for your patience. At this time, we are unable to confirm your identity, so we cannot move forward with your submission. So, how the fuck do I fix it? I don't know. That's what I'm gonna write them back and say, how can we resolve this?
maybe it's something you need to do on the computer.
I tried it on the computer,
Oh,
tried it on my phone, tried it on the computer. Whatever. Maybe it's just a sign that I don't need to DoorDash. I don't know.
that you'll get robbed by some. No, I'm not putting that out there. You are not ever getting robbed by nobody.
I
Not
used
like
to have a
that.
grand time when I was Ubering.
I know you were gonna do. Remember the chats? What was it called?
Yeah.
It was gonna be like people behaving badly chats or dash cam confessional type things,
Yeah.
and they had like certain regulations, but you figured out like a loophole behind it,
Yeah. I had tons of stories from
and
Uber.
people were like consenting to the stories.
Yeah. Dashboard confessions.
Those
Yeah.
were fun.
I heard all kinds of stuff in the car when I was doing that.
That was fun.
I remember when I first started, the very first night that I started Ubering, I'm like, I'm just going to ease into this. And like, I'm sure I'll have, some funny story, you know, after a couple of weeks or something.
Boom.
boom, thrown right into the fire. I had a good story within the first 15 minutes of doing that job.
You were sending me clips of stuff.
Oh man. Yeah, I just came across a conversation that there was three girls in the back seat,
Yeah.
and I recorded it on my phone. I just turned my recorder on and set it there, and I was going through old recordings the other day looking for some band stuff, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And I hear these three girls talking.
It was like after bar closing, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. God, it was. Yeah, they're just going on about all kinds of crazy stuff. And I was like, I
Good
got to record this.
times.
Nobody will believe the stuff these three girls are talking about. And I can't even
Oh, Deborah.
begin to imagine how many times I would pick up these girls that were just so shit faced that they just pass out in the car, like all of them. They just be talking to them, trying to, you know, just keep the car going and keep the conversation going, make sure nobody puked in my car. And next thing I know, I'm like, yeah, they got awful quiet. And I look in the mirror and they're just all passed out. God, if I was these girls' dads, I'd just be losing my mind. I mean, if you want, if, if you were a full on creeper, that would be the job for you. Picking up
That
young.
was around the time when there were a lot of the problems started happening before they started putting those extra precautions and regulations on
Yeah,
where you actually could identify your person.
yeah, yeah. One girl, she was not young. I mean, well, she wasn't old, but I mean, she was like, probably 30 or so,
Uh-huh.
in 30s. And I picked her up one night. Man, she was hammered, and she's like, I was taking her home, picked her up in downtown St. Augustine, and had to take her home, which was Ponte Vedra, which was like 20 something miles. And leaving town, I'm going over the bridge, and I'm thinking, well, she got awful quiet. And, I look in the mirror, look in the back seat, and she's like out like a light. So I get to her house, big fancy house right on A1A, and I kind of hit the brakes. So the car, like, I'm trying
Don't
trying to wake her up without,
jerk her awake.
yeah. No, she was out, man. She was out like a freaking light. Like somebody pulled the plug out, wrapped it up, put it in the
Yeah.
box, and put it in the attic. She was out, and had to go around, open the door, pick her ass up, and carry her up the steps into the freaking house. And I got her in her front door, and jeez, man, seriously. You like, I wanted to like give him a lecture, like, you need to tighten up. This is just shit's dangerous.
I got a new little dinosaur from my collection.
Nice.
Dragon.
Wow.
He was all by himself. They have the creepiest eyes, though.
Well, my next article that's been up here. One of the brightest and most studied stars in the night sky has seemingly been hiding a secret all along. Situated in the constellation Orion, over 500 light years from Earth, Betelgeuse, the red supergiant, up to 19 times the mass of the Sun and 850 times as large. But there's a secret hiding right next to it that astronomers have only recently discovered. As it turns out, Betelgeuse is not alone. It's orbited by a second star using the European Southern Observatory's Chile based Very Large Telescope, the VLT. That's original name. Astronomers have found out that this companion star is around 3 times the mass of the Sun and 1.8 times the size. It's perhaps no surprise that it has taken us this long to discover it, given that it shines with a luminosity approximately 92 times that of the sun, while Betelgeuse is 100,000 times brighter than the sun. Depictions of Betelgeuse date back centuries, so it's particularly remarkable to discover that we've been looking at all this time is a binary star system. Betelgeuse has been observed throughout history, said study lead author Miguel Monterrogs. It's even depicted in prehistoric paintings. Still, we discover one of its fundamental characteristics only now. It has a companion and has obtained a direct image of this. And we obtained a direct image of this. Okay, get it right, Rob. So Betelgeuse has another star orbiting it. And yeah, if you ever go out and you look up and you see that bright red star, that's the giant Betelgeuse. It is way bigger than the sun, even though it doesn't look like it. Because it's further away than the sun, luckily, or else it'd probably burn our ass up if it's 100,000 times brighter than the sun.
I actually did not know that. That is new information for me.
Really?
I don't believe I've known that.
That it was that big, or that that was Beetlejuice?
Both, yeah.
Yeah, I've known about it. I didn't know it was that big.
I mean, unless it's something that went through my head, over my head, and I forgot all about it. It's nothing I remember.
Yeah, yeah. If you go out and look up and you see that kind of
I see
pinkish
that kind of
orange,
red, yeah.
right? Yeah. Some nights it's really bright red, and other nights it's kind of like pinkish orange.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Kind of
that's
like it's easy to picture Cyrus because you go out and it's like that weird, muted kind of celestite looking blue star. It's like not bright, but it stands out. Like there's no doubting when you see it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I look up at it and it's like anxious.
Yeah. All right, let's see what's I got. What's I got? What's I got?
How is the new Beetlejuice? I haven't seen it. What did you think of the new movie that you watched the other day? The new what did you tell me you watched? The new
Waterboy. I
yeah,
mean, Happy Gilmore.
yeah.
I got through half of it, and then I had to go do something, and I have not finished the other half because I keep forgetting about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. It's not as good as the first one. Are they ever, you know?
No, but you know what? It was enough to give me kind of that happy nostalgia in my stomach, how I used to feel back then. So I could kind of, chill in my bed a little bit and put on the movie. And it just kind of took me to another place for a little bit.
Yeah.
It served its purpose. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, the Masonic Temple. I wanted to get some more like haunted locations and things thrown back into the mix again. And I saw this. I personally have not been here. Um, but these temples are pretty old. A lot of them. Um, the photo of the big building at the under and in her head. Temple that's home to a quote watery poltergeist. Built as an amazing Victorian home, Clifton Hall was repurposed as a Masonic hall by the 1920s, but the historic home has since garnered a reputation for supernatural occurrences, with workers claiming to have noticed unexplained events while maintaining the 181-year-old property. Caretaker Jeff Warshaw, who joined the team working at the Grade 2 listed building as a volunteer in 2023, said he heard unusual sounds while prepping the property for a visit with his daughter. Initially, the pair were getting the home ready for a live paranormal investigation on Halloween by Haunted Ghosts, a group which scans haunted locations for signs of supernatural activity. He explained they had arrived to open up the hall before the group was due to arrive when they heard a loud noise like running water. It was loud as if somebody was filling a bath, he said. Things became even eerier when, after he yelled out, "Hello!" the sound suddenly stopped. Another unexplained event occurred. It's like, well, was someone like up there in Bath, didn't expect anybody was coming there yet, or what? Um, Another unexplained event occurred as they were preparing the basement of when the fire exit door refused to open. Oh, when the fire exit door refused to open, as if it had been blocked from the other side. Mr. Forshaw explained, it genuinely felt like someone had planted their foot behind it. My daughter thought I was messing around, so she squeezed past me and tried it herself. After struggling for several minutes, the door suddenly burst open. When the pair tested it again, the door opened and closed without any issues. In a corridor, they also noticed what sounded like a music box playing. Members of the Haunted Scouts group also reported hearing similar sounds. Built as a private residence in 1845, Clifton Hall later became a tabernacle before being converted into its current use as a Masonic hall. Since 2023, the unique building has been available for hire for events such as meetings and functions. Strange occurrences have even convinced more skeptical members of staff. One volunteer of the hall reported feeling something push them on the shoulder while working alone in the basement. The hall's kitchen manager, another skeptic, has since had several experiences, including being hit with a pan lid and losing his keys, only to find them to fly straight at him from across the room. On another occasion, the same manager reported encountering a silhouette of a man looking through one of the windows facing the car park. He returned the next day to try and find any trace of the figure or furniture which could have cast the shadow, but discovered nothing there. That's the legend of this Masonic temple.
Hmm.
As I know.
See where I'm at here.
Yeah, I've been to the Winchester House a whole lot of times. Good
Nice.
night, sister. Love you so, so much. Have a great rest of your week. Lots of blessings.
I have never been there. See you, Debbie. This is kind of a weird one. Mysterious red cat seen running around Texas City.
Oh, what the hell?
What the hell? What the hell?
What the hell? that blood
It says
or dye?
one of the brightest. Nope, that's not it. That's the red star, not the red cat. I got a couple of red
Ooh,
stories
a
here.
couple of red stories.
As it turns out, beetle. Nope, come on, man.
You said it twice now.
Son of a bitch.
Uh-oh, Moose squeaked. She said it twice now, Moose.
Mysterious red cat seen roaming around Texas City. An understandably concerned animal shelter in Texas is now on the lookout for a mysterious cat that is inexplicably sports red fur. The peculiar case reportedly came to light last Thursday when League City Animal Care alerted residents to the strange situation on social media. We are aware the cat that has been seen running around the community with red dye or paint on her fur, they wrote, and we want everyone to know this baby is not forgotten. To that end, the Post explained that they are hoping to capture the oddly colored feline with humane traps, but so far, the animal has eluded every one of them. As far as how the cat wound up with red fur, the animal shelter offered no theories.
Some
They said,
asshole did it.
yeah, really. They said they should capture all crimson critter. No, let me read that over again. That's what it says. They said they should capture the crimson critter. God, that's a tongue twister. They should capture the crimson critter on examination of the felines ought to reveal what who the hell wrote this. Let me try this one more time. I'm just going to make it up the way I want to say it. They said they're going to try cat after examination of the feline ought to reveal what substance was used on its coat to color it red. In turn, they might provide a clue towards solving the mystery after the animal
Can't
shelter.
they use a flock camera to figure it out?
Exactly. After the animal shelter posted photos of the red cat on social media, speculation unsurprisingly ensued, with some
Beaches, yeah.
suggesting a cruel prankster was to blame, others wondering if the creature could be connected to the world of the underground dog fighting. However, one cannot entirely rule out the possibility that the feline found itself painted red through a misadventure of its own and prowled around the
No, it
community.
looks like someone splashed it over the cat.
Perhaps fearful, the red cat became.
I talk about what's happening to animals across the country, especially dogs. And I'm not even going to get into that tonight because it's really, really heavy. Maybe I'll bring that up
Hmm,
on a serious day when we have a very serious day with like a warning. But
wow.
um,
Serious.
people really need to keep your animals inside, especially if you're in sanctuary cities, things like that. I have a buddy who his cat was out, came back, someone stabbed its eyeball out and all this stuff. He was able to have the eye sewed shut and have surgery, and the cat lived and everything, but it was tortured before it came home. It was missing 3 days. And
Jeez.
there was like a camp out just a block from his house. And just please, please, please keep your animals inside. Plus, with all the fires, big animals are coming closer looking for shelter, food, and water. So please keep your animals inside, please.
Fires and these giant bags of assholes that keep ripping the forest down to build more crappy housing. I just
If
passed
you-
a place today on the way to get my kidney removed in the Russian bathtub this morning. I just passed a place. There had to I don't know how many acres, hundreds and hundreds of acres of what used to be a forest is nothing but dirt now. Every tree, every single tree is gone to make room to build another massive housing development. And then they talk about freaking climate change and this and that. Well, no shit. If you chop down all the trees, don't, excuse me if I'm wrong, but don't trees and all the green and everything, doesn't that like have something to do with the oxygen and the climate?
Yeah, trees and the ocean are the two biggest contributors to oxygen.
Let's keep chopping them all down and then blame cows' farts for screwing up the ozone. Shouldn't eat meat because cows are destroying the air, the ozone, by farting.
They're taking away our tires in California unless they're specific tires because they say they're not environmentally effective.
Hmm.
Our tires, environmentally whatever, it's a tire. It's our gas mileage that we get with our vehicle. Like, what does it have to do with you?
Yeah, probably some jackass probably died this cat as a prank or something. But
I know we need to like take it down.
thing is kind of creepy. If I saw that
Yeah,
cat
it
run,
could be sick. A lot of these animals die from stuff like that.
I mean, I'm kind of
Unless
guilty.
it is like beet juice.
Yeah, I'm kind of that's kind of what it looks like is beet juice. Hopefully it's it and not like red spray paint. But I'm kind of guilty because a long time ago, my buddy that used to work for me, his dog would hang out in the airbrush room, and one day his dog came out with fluorescent polka dots all over. And
Yeah, that's not good for it. It's when in general, it's when they cover the whole body in like the paint. It's kind of like how the Tin Man. Remember, he got really sick
yeah,
from being painted like that, the skin like that, and they paint the camels and the horses and the things in the circus, the elephants, like in this like paint, and they die.
mm,
No, it doesn't smell good when it rains. Yeah, we had outdoor kitties, and it's just not the same. There's too many predators, and even in the country, like we had our barn cats, on our cattle ranch and our horse ranch, but they ended up mauled by coyotes, two of them. And when you start seeing a bunch of your cats mauled by coyotes, it's like, yeah, even like country cats, um, not great to leave outside and sink or swim. But that's my opinion. Anyway,
Hey, that's the old pet cemetery where my dad is buried.
say what?
was that that's weird. I wonder how come all of the links I put in the comments did not. They were like deleted.
Huh,
Second time that's happened today.
that's quite peculiar.
Quite okay. I got one more about the Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Biggest foot.
In the land. Warning.
That's not
Agent.
I was looking for pet cemetery sounds, but
Whoa, whatever you did just made that thing out there howl for a second. It went roar. like South Park. Rawr.
Bigfoot. This Bigfoot looks like the one that we have at the disc golf place. Let's see here. How do I get back? There we go. Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay.
Shit. No boobs. Oh, bummer. But I like boobs.
I think this is the one where it has the blacked out thing. Events not found. What? Now it's not letting me look at the. Let me see if I have it on your side. Yours wasn't grayed out, right? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna read up here. Witness recounts 4th of July and Bigfoot sighting in Connecticut. Says there were no boobs.
Bummer.
And at the top of this Fox video, as well as another Fox video, they have our friend Todd Neese here on mysterious beast sightings in Ohio. They look like 3-minute clips where he's talking, and I can't remember if he was on Paranormal Soup or not, but I'm like, hey, looks familiar. So the article has nothing to do with him. He just happens to have a video on the top of this and another extraterrestrial type supernatural article. In the early morning hours of July 5th, a man saw a Bigfoot shortly after leaving a cabin a friend of his had rented in Wollentown, Connecticut, presumably for the 4th of July weekend. The man was making his way back home to Rhode Island at the time. The other video was of a Bigfoot. It was like a different Bigfoot sighting. No. The DNA. And another guy, Charles, I think, was saying that the university who had ran the DNA for the supposed Bigfoot, there's some conspiracy about it, whatever. But his video was like at the top of that one too. Like something, I can't remember the dude's name. They call him Snake, like Snake, the Bigfoot hunter.
Yep.
So he's saying that like the university never ran the DNA samples, supposedly.
Yep.
So after leaving the cabin's long dirt driveway and crossing a bridge on the road, he wrote to the Bigfoot Field Research Organization that he witnessed something jump onto the road from my right, heading to the woods on my left. He had to hit his brakes so that he wouldn't hit the bipedal 8 to 8.5 foot tall creature. The presumed Bigfoot didn't stop and never looked at him as it crossed the road in front of him. It had coarse, matted, and greasy-looking long brown hair covering every part of his body I could see, wrote the witness, who went on camera with an investigator a few days after the sighting. Its legs were shorter than its torso, and its arms literally hung down to right around his knees height. Must have had an 8 to 9 foot wingspan if it fully outstretched its arms. He was a skeptic before the sighting, but is not a skeptic anymore. It took him a minimum of 60 to 90 seconds to regain control of my facilities and my faculties and continue his drive home. Yeah, faculties. And that's when it shows the caution bear and then Bigfoot. We have those like up north now. Did they see a Bigfoot? It says under that sign, or was it simply a lumberjack without a? Was it simply a lumberjack without a neck? Um, they have a hyperlink to the remains one, but we'll save that. This wasn't a bear caught in his high beams. He insists it was a cryptid that walked in front of his car. That he is certain of. He spoke with two BFRO investigators and went on camera from the spot where he claims to have seen the Bigfoot. While recalling his sighting, he was asked if he thought the Bigfoot he saw was male or female. He responded, I don't know. I'll say this. If the females are that big, I don't want to see a male. Someone off camera, we can assume from the response he gave, asked if Bigfoot he saw had boobs. If the Bigfoot he saw had boobs. The witness replied, no, there were no boobs. Sometimes you have to ask the tough questions. Are we any closer to knowing the truth about Bigfoot based on this sighting? I don't think we can answer that, not at the moment anyway. However, as long as we have people out there willing to investigate reports and ask the questions no one else is willing to, that includes whether the Bigfoot had boobs or not, we're headed in the right direction. So do you agree with that statement? Good money's on the dresser.
I don't know. Yeah, I was going to do the article, the update, because I did the article on, the snake, whatever his name is, the Bigfoot guy that, had the
Do it.
I don't have it. I was going to do it this
Oh.
week. But yeah, they're saying whatever college it was, I can't even remember the name.
You want me to send it to you?
They said that he never had the DNA stuff done there, but he's still planning on putting his Bigfoot remains on display at the fair this year, and he still swears that it's real. So I don't know. Either the guy's just full on crackers, or he's fake, or he's got a real dead Bigfoot. I don't know. How do you keep a dead Bigfoot without it decomposing? And
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore. Yeah, like even the local elections this year, I always vote. And yesterday was voting day, and I just
here.
I didn't even go vote because I think they're all full of shit. I don't know. I don't trust any of them now.
We actually have two that were like Democrats, but one actually, like the whole slam they gave against her are stuff like we're agreed for, and like certain people like side with it and everything, but still it's like I don't know enough. Like, is this a trap? Like,
Well, it was like the Republican primary voting here yesterday. So, but I don't know, man. I just don't know. They've all just been this whole pre-election. They've all been talking so much shit about the other candidate and like spreading so many rumors and lies, and it's like, is that what it's become? Is it just a total shit talking thing nowadays? You know,
Yeah, like
let's say
the
what?
slander was never that brutal.
Yeah. Now they just talk shit about each other, and I just got sick of it, and I'm like, whatever, man. Just figure it out yourself. I guess you can't bitch if you don't vote. So I guess I can't bitch about it now. Who ends up on the ballot? It's not like I was voting for the final product. I was just going to vote for who's going to be on the ballot in November, but I don't know. You don't vote, you can't. You shouldn't have a say, but guess what? I've got a say anyway.
Funny how that works.
You got to say, I think they're all full of crap. I don't know. Tell me what you're going to do and actually do it, and do it without talking shit about all your, other.
And stick to like your promises, like that you promised.
Yeah. And they're all making these promises. There ain't no way in hell they're going to keep. And they know they can't keep them. And even if they want to, once they get elected, they'll get bought out or whatever.
Because like the things that they are saying is impossible. They don't have that kind of power.
Yeah.
Like you guys are like a bottom level sheep. You're one level up from like us pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, almost. Couple levels.
Yeah.
Down
That's what it is here, Nate. They just slam the other candidates, It's like, tell me what you're going to do, not what you think your competitor did that was bad. If they did something that was bad, they would be held accountable for it. Maybe not. I don't know. Like the one lady, everybody's saying to vote for this one lady because she's anti-development. And then at the same time,
do you guys vote for the same like Harrison, whatever, and then that Wu Hab or whatever? Or is that just California?
Yeah, I think that was out there.
Okay.
Yeah, this was all kind of local, and the governor of Florida was up, and then a bunch of like county commissioners and stuff. Which one they're saying to vote for this one? She's anti-development. Okay, well, last year she's anti-development. Why were there almost 16,000 new homes built here if she's anti-development? Explain that to me. I don't know. You can't.
It's like things feel like such a trap.
Yeah. And just like I said, like today, I drive by and I see just hundreds and hundreds of acres that are just mowed completely flat. And Sam, her boyfriend, Jared, that's what he used to do for a living. He drove, one of those big excavators that would level trees. And I said, so you guys just go in there and like clear cut the whole property, right? He's like, yeah. I said, is that legal? He's like, no. He goes, but all the developers in the company that I work for, they do it anyway, and they just pay the fine because it's cheaper and easier than picking out the trees that can't be taken down. We just mow them all down, and they just pay the fine. That's part of business.
Wow. Oh, my.
He said they just go in, and I'm like, so at least if you go in and mow all the trees down, at least you guys can, like have the pulpwood people and whatever come in to get, take all the trees. He's like, no, we pile them up and burn them all. So it's like they don't even try to save the wood or get anything. They just pile the shit up and burn it.
Wow.
Pile it up, burn it, and then build houses.
And then we wonder why they're like, doing Santa Ana winds, or stuff to like give you guys the burn too. And then they're going to flood you guys out, to get all this land nice and prepped.
He's like, do I like my job? No, I don't like it. Do I like ripping all the trees down? No, but it's my job and I got to have a job. So I got to do what they tell me or they're going to
Oh,
fire
okay.
me.
So what? If I don't have a job, but they're like, here's a job, but all you have to do is cut the arms off these like little babies that, are like have, issues and
Found the dongle.
sell it to the whatever. And it's like, no, I can't do that. But that's your job.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that.
I get it. That is he's got to get paid, Yeah, could he go work somewhere else? Yeah, he go work for another company that does the same thing, or he could quit his
Yeah.
job, which that company went out of business. So in effect, he did quit his job, and now he's in Georgia looking for another job.
I worked in mortgage or, different sides of everything. And some borrowers were on vacation, needed their signature. They're like, please, 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 please sign. We promise, we're giving you permission, yada, yada. I did something really unorthodox to help get the docs through so they'd have a home to come back to, okay? So I was familiar with them. So I had done something one time I shouldn't have done. Well, because I did it so well, they started, and these are like guys that were all young and they would order X-Acto knives and cut like the routing numbers off of checks and like glue them back in, do all this stuff. And anyway, so they'd bring me stuff and ask me, here, can you sign this, this, and that? I'm like, no. And they're like, well, we need you to do that. And I said, well, I'm not going to do that. And they said, yeah, but it's your job description to do what we ask. I said, yeah, but you're asking me to do fraud and I can lose my license. And they said, well, you're not doing what we're asking of you. So, and you're not following your duties. So we're going to have to let you go. But we're going to say we're laying you off so you can get unemployment and all that, because they knew I was going to, which I did, turn them in for their bullshit.
Yeah, the whole data center thing, the whole
They
flock.
could be bunkers too.
Yeah.
And they could be storing water in there too for themselves. I have several different ideas of what these data centers could be. And it could be a little of all. What do you think?
There's a flock camera right down the street from me. As a matter of fact, there's several. But here's let me see. How do I get to the chat? Where's the chat?
Did I show you the one with the helicopter that comes out?
I don't know.
It's on my page. Now they have them where it opens up and a drone comes out and can like, it says chase down cars, get license numbers, do all this stuff. But it reminds me of that video, the Great Reset, whatever, where how the drones like come to your like window and like do all this like crazy stuff.
Yeah, that link that I just put in there.
Oh yeah.
There's it'll take you to this. That come up?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Is this, and it shows you like between like 2 years ago and now how much it's changed?
This is like a live flock camera locator, which here's my area. Flock safety.
I seen something earlier, but yours looks like way better.
St. Augustine.
Oh, I don't think I can.
St. Johns County Sheriff's traffic on pole. Yeah, it'll show. You can click on it and like zoom in to your area, and it'll show you where all your flock cameras are.
Copy link address. Why isn't it fucking opening for me?
Mine cameras near me.
Okay, wait here. So let me put this in my own real quick.
So these are all the ones that are like near me. I live like right in this area, and they're all around me. But yeah, our local sheriff was on a show, the 904 Now show, the other day, and he was talking all about, people are, all upset and saying flock cameras are, an invasion of privacy. And he was, and it's like part of what he was saying was true, that they have solved a lot of crimes. They have found a lot of missing, girls, missing kids or whatever by the use of flock cameras, traffic
In
cameras.
conjunction with all the cameras they already have, though,
Yeah.
set up for these things.
And a lot of these cameras can read all the chips that, whatever in your phone, in your car, and
We're
whatever.
tied into like Nest.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, in a way, I mean, it is.
I mean, yes, it can help, but that's not the whole purpose for what it's there for. And it's not enough of a reason because people aren't getting put in jail anyways. There's no consequence. People who are in jail are being let out. So come on.
Yeah.
Like, come on. My ass.
Yeah. He was on there, touting about how
You gotta
good
watch that video.
and saying that, St. Johns County Sheriff's Department has never used any flock camera for anything bad. It's like, seriously, how do you know that? And there's
But
one
they changed all your street lights to blue LED, which completely disrupts your heartbeat, your sleep, your anxiety, your nervous system.
those are gone now.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't know, man.
thank God.
Yeah, they took those down and now they just put up more cameras. But yeah, I mean, I see the good in it, but I also see the bad. There's one deputy here that got, you know, he got found out he had used a flock camera, I don't know, like 720 times to.
They're spying.
Yeah, he was spying on his
There's
ex-wife.
like 3 of them.
So I don't know, man.
It's just a ruse for Big Brother for the utopian 15-minute smart cities that we're going to have, and it's just getting us ready for that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because it's all going to be those cameras, and I have a video I keep posting when things like this come up, called like the Great Awakening Reset, and it really shows you in the timeline where you're at.
Yeah.
And why people really need to take it seriously. And anyway,
Anyways, yeah, exactly.
I always had like the thought, if you're not doing anything wrong, it shouldn't matter. But these I see as a big no-no, because once you allow it, you're just like opening the door to allow for like more. So it's better just to like you have to set boundaries, and like this should be a boundary set right here. Like, you guys have all this other stuff. We don't need this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've always thought, geez, you want to spy on me? You must be bored.
But it's not even that. They're just,
Yeah.
it's just to have the track of the people.
I always watch these videos, things what not to say when you're pulled over and, the cop asks, so where you
Oh
headed
yeah.
tonight? It's like none of your business. You know, you don't want to argue with the cop. You want to be, well, at least in my opinion, you want to be respectful, whatever. But, at the same time,
Not
not,
give him any reason to like slam her head into the door.
yeah, I mean, at the same reason, sometimes they're just dicks, man.
Yeah. I mean,
Where you
there's good people and bad people everywhere.
Where you heading tonight? Not going to Nunya? Nunya fucking business where I'm heading?
Yeah, Nunya.
Did I do something wrong? If so, give me the ticket and let me be on my way.
I found out in California because like they were doing all those like DUI checkpoints again. I found out it's actually illegal for them to do that because I can't remember why, but they're not allowed to like pull over like that and not really have a reason to like pull them over and do these things. But
Yeah,
it's like this whole law. I'm like, oh wow, but they're still like doing it.
I was pulled over one night because I have a bike rack on the back of my van, and the cop was like, "Well, pulled you over because I can't really see your tag. Where are you heading?" I'm like, "Heading home." "Oh, where do you live?" "At the address that it says on my driver's license right there." You know, he kept me on the side of the road for like a half an hour, asking me these dumbass questions. You know, I don't know, pissed me off. After a while, I was just like, "You gonna give me a ticket for having a bike rack on the back of my car, or what? Or are we just gonna sit
Yeah,
on the
like
side of
can I
the road?
just go because I have things to do?
We're just gonna sit on the side of the road and chit chat about stupid shit all night, or what?" It's like, oh man, I'll just keep yammering. For some reason, my phone wants to connect to the computer now.
Oh. Mine's been acting silly.
So, anyways, it's afternoon.
Yeah, you're right, Deborah. We don't even get dinner first.
Exactly.
At all angles.
Yep. Yep. Exactly, Deb. Yeah, I watch all those.
Very
Uh,
nice and
the four. Remember the sentence. These four words. Cop pulls you over and asks, "Have you been drinking tonight?"
and what are those four words?
Exactly. "You can't arrest me." Yeah, don't ever say that. My brother tried that once. Didn't work out so good for him.
Oh yeah, I think because that's what I had to do with the people, like because they're not getting Miranda and they don't really have a reason to like have them pulled over. Like hell, I don't know. I have to look for the actual reasoning. It's just another California thing.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
All
thanks for hanging out
right,
with us tonight.
I need to get to my kitty and some medicine.
I never ate dinner, so I'm gonna go find something to eat that's not too heavy before I go to
Ooh,
sleep.
what are you thinking?
I have no idea. No, I did eat something. I jammed a freaking hot dog down right there.
That's what I had, a Casper hot dog with sauerkraut
Uh,
because I didn't know what to make and some macaroni cheese because there was like hot dogs in there and I'm not a hot dog person, but I'm like, so I ate half, like of it and some bread with cheese and mustard and sauerkraut
yeah.
and like corn chips.
Well, cool. I guess we'll catch you next time. Hopefully, here on Weirdo Wednesday, Catastrophe
Good to
Wednesday.
see everybody.
Boom. There it is. All right. Y'all have a great rest of the week. And yeah, I'm going to go have late night snack time and go to bed because it's currently 2:22. 222.
111122 for me.
Yep. So we'll catch y'all next time. Same bat channel, same bat time, and the place and all that. We'll see you then. Bye bye.